I don't know what that is. I'm just kicking this person. BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. We got a couple. First thing I want to do is apologize. We started morning coffee really late today. One, I just woke up late apparently, and two, I then relaxed after waking. Just telling you what happened, fam. So we started morning coffee really late today. I'm not gonna be here forever. There's 3 actual stories that I want to talk about. Usually we talk about this stuff for about 20-30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, and then I'll BS with y'all the rest of the show. So I'm just gonna do the show the way the show is gonna be, and I might run about an hour because I'm just gonna do 20 minutes past what the show usually generally is, unless we rolling. If we rolling, we're gonna stay with it. With that being said, today I want to talk about 3 different things. The first thing I want to talk about, just one of the things that I want to talk about, just so we could be clear, is Wack 100 has says that he has found the money and the I guess the things that Tasha K has been hiding from Cardi B. I want to have a conversation about that. I think that's very important. That gives me an opportunity to talk about the law. So obviously I want to talk about that. Also, we want to talk about NBA Youngboy. There's a situation going on where a court order was reversed. The NBA Youngboy fans might want to know about this. But the first thing I want to talk about this morning is something I've been telling y'all since the whole shit happened, and something just recently happened to lend favor to the thing that I said. Before we start though, this is what I'm rocking today, just regular shit. I'm literally showing y'all my clothes because apparently people think I'm homeless. So where am I keeping my clothes at? I'm literally, sometimes I go 12 and 15 days without wearing the same clothes. So I want to know, I mean, without like wearing the same shirt or anything. So I want to know, where am I apparently keeping all of these clothes at? This homeless guy that lives on the street and got all of these different problems apparently. I want to know, where am I keeping my gear and my things? With that being said, I'm gonna let you see something first. And you know how when you open up the thing and leaves what you was looking at? Give me 1 second. Everybody should know how Instagram do that. When they just randomly refresh it. Let me see who had it posted. I forgot who had it posted. Alright, so I'm just gonna tell you the thing that happened. I don't have the actual context right here for me to be able to show it to you. So Lil Tjay just came out and said he got shot 7 times the day after he met Ice Spice. Now, y'all do remember when little Tjay got arrested? He got arrested in the Bronx over there on 183rd. Y'all remember? Do y'all remember where he was headed when he got arrested? He was headed to a video shoot that he was supposed to be doing with Ice Spice. What did I tell y'all? I told y'all there's somebody trying to keep him away from Ice Spice, and that man need to leave that girl alone. Didn't I tell you this? So I just want to remind people that I'm constantly in here telling y'all what's happening all the time, fam. And when I say these things, they sound crazy and they sound insane. And then a couple of weeks later, sometimes a couple of months later, things then happen to show that the thing that I said might not be so crazy. So just so we could be clear, little Tjay has been having all types of different problems. And all of these issues seem to have stemmed the day after he met Ice Spice. Now I'm going to put you onto a little bit of game real quick. I said 2 things when little Tjay got picked up that day. The first thing I said is this. I said 9 times out of 10, they was trying to stop him from getting to wherever he was going. I said, I don't know why. The second thing I said is, one of the reasons why they would have probably been trying to stop him from getting where he's going is because they might believe that he might be in danger. The police might believe he might be in danger, or the police believe that he might be endangering somebody. So I'm gonna tell y'all something that happens in New York City that y'all just don't get. A lot of times you see these rappers get pulled over and these rappers get stopped. It's because the police have inside information that their lives might be in danger. So they stop the rappers and the rappers get pulled over. Then you hear the rappers complaining about, yo man, they always picking on me. No, nigga, you got a bag on your head. I consistently tell y'all about shit that's happening. Consistently. I am good at this. So before we move off this topic and move to the next thing real quick, I just want to be clear about this, and I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. The day after little Tjay meets Ice Spice, he gets shot 7 times. Ever since then, the police keep stopping his caravan. I believe that the police keep stopping him and picking him up because there's a belief that his life might be in danger or he's about to go commit some kind of retaliation. Hold on, let me make sure y'all not getting kicked out of here. And I told y'all this already. This is nothing new. I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all gotta remove yourselves from all of this ghetto thinking. We gotta remove ourselves from saying I was born in the hood, so my intelligence can't raise past anybody else's intelligence in the hood. We have to keep the same intelligences. We have to get rid of that narrative. We have to allow for ourselves to grow. We have to allow for ourselves to learn new things. We have to allow for ourselves to, even if we still have to live here, not live here. You understand? You get it? We really have to do something about that. So shout out to little Tjay. Shout out to the police that I think been saving little Tjay's life. And that might also be why you don't see him getting in too much trouble for the guns that they're finding on him. Because they're not there to arrest him. They're literally there probably to protect him from getting more injury. Now I want to say one more thing before I move to the next topic, and I'm not gonna stop saying this. I am an internet influencer, a YouTube, Instagram personality. I'm not out here fighting you niggas. I'm not out here trying to get into a fight with you niggas. I'm handling everything through the law. I'm not, because what kind of sense does it make for me to get into a fight or me to get into a back and forth with somebody who has nothing, going nowhere, and has no aspirations for a future? And I'm supposed to be out here fighting them and everything else so I could lose whatever the little bit I have to a person who is never gonna have anything? No, nigga, I'm handling this through the police. Just leave me alone. And there's no problems. I'm starting with you, don't start with me. How did Jay-Z say it? If you shoot me, you famous. If I shoot you, I'm brainless. What a nigga to do? Stop letting these people that want to abuse your kindness trick you into doing things that you're not supposed to do because they don't actually have any leverage on you. You don't have to fight somebody because they want to fight, fam. They have the problem, not you. With that being said, let's get to the main topic of the show. Wack 100. I'm going to say this and I'm going to be clear. Tasha K destroyed her own $1 million platform. I'm going to say this again. Tasha K destroyed her own $1 million platform. The way y'all play on the internet with the lies. I know a lot of people think lying is fun because that's what Satan thinks. And there's a lot of people that subscribe to Satan's philosophies. So they believe that lying is fun. When you lie to somebody and then they react, it's fun. That's one of the things Satan wants us to believe. Because remember, what's the truth? The truth is the word. What's the word? The word is Jesus Christ. So Satan wants us out here telling as many lies as possible, causing as much confusion as possible. And what Satan is going to say is, we're just having fun. So I say all that to say this. Tasha K went on her platform, and what she decided to do was, she decided to put out, I'm not even going to call it rumors. She decided to use somebody else's hate mail against Cardi B because Cardi B refused to give her an interview. So she just destroyed her whole platform. I'm going to get to it. Give me a minute. She just destroyed her whole entire platform because she wanted to force Cardi B to give her an interview. Just so Cardi B could come and say that the things that you were reporting were wrong. So let me explain this. And I don't want there to be I want this to be total comprehension. The ABCs, NBCs, CBSs, CNBCs, BCCs, whatever news platform you could think of, whatever your local newspaper is, this is a tactic that they use. She literally used the tactic that media has been using for a long time. But I'm going to tell you the difference. The difference is when you're doing this and you get that cease and desist letter, you cease and desist. I've gotten cease and desist letters, fam. I got cease and desist letters from Rock Nation, fam. When you get a cease and desist letter, you decease. The only way you don't is if you have actual credible proof. You have you have verifiable proof. You understand? So if you still just only have somebody's word, if you still just have only somebody's opinion, that's all you got. You have to back up. You have to say, I'm going to take the cease and desist and pay attention. Because you don't have any physical proof and or evidence. So when Tasha K decided to ignore the cease and desist, she made herself liable to the lies. Now, who you think Cardi B gonna sue? Her ex-roommate who's still dancing in strip clubs? Or Tasha K, who has sponsors? Let's be a little bit more even, let's be a little bit more clear, right? Who you think the courts is gonna hold liable? An ex-roommate who doesn't have anything to lose? Or an alleged media outlet that should know the rules? So Wack 100 says that him and his people have found Tasha K shit. First of all, they already knew what everything Tasha K had was. Cardi B already put that out. Cardi B got pissed off and tweeted out that her peoples knew where all the Tasha K stuff was. That she can't hide it. Now, when this thing first happened, Tasha K first lost this case in court, and she was first told that she had to give Cardi B all of that money. One of the things that I told y'all is I just think she's gonna end up going to jail. Because if she didn't listen to all of those cease and desist, what make you think she's gonna come up off the money now? I can't even tell if anybody could comment or not. Could anybody comment? If anybody could comment, drop. I'm gonna drop my own damn comment. I want to post it. Give me 1 second. Oh shoot, well, I'm already doing that. Hold on. What up, Casino? What's up with this? Give me 1 second. I'm having an issue right here. What the fuck is this? There's a whole bunch. Wait. I don't know what's going on with my. Oh, give me 1 second. I don't know what the fuck this is. I've been trying to text something the whole entire time. I don't know if it's coming through. I don't know if it's working. I don't know what's going on with my phone. Is other people trying to text and y'all probably can't? Because I just text something and it ain't even pop up. Hold on, give me 1 second. There might be something wrong with my phone. The fuck? It's like my phone is moving in slow motion, fam. I want to apologize. I think I fixed it. I don't know if it's fixed. I think I fixed it. I don't know if it's fixed. Anyway, let's get back to the show. All right, so I say all of this when we're talking about the whole Cardi B situation. What you have to understand is, and this is what I keep trying to explain when we talk about the dirty side of YouTube. Like 90% of what y'all do to each other is legal. Like 90% that y'all do to each other on this dirty side of YouTube is illegal. All a person would need is a little money and somebody that want to spend that time to go deal with those lawyers. Like 90% of the stuff y'all doing this side is illegal. Why you think y'all can't get bigger sponsors? You can't get bigger sponsors because most of the stuff y'all doing is illegal. Most of the way that y'all talking about each other, the way that y'all talk about the news, the way that y'all be disseminating information, a lot of the shit y'all think. You know how many artists they can to sue? A ton of artists. Do you know how often YouTubers get cease and desist? All the time. The fact that Tasha K decided not to listen to this cease and desist is on her. She deserves all the smoke she get. I'm not trying to talk negative about a platform. I understand what it is. But her platform was created in order to attack people. She's trying to force people to give them her interviews by saying things to make them have to come on her platform to explain themselves. So I had people putting out lies about me all the time. They still do it. And they always talking about they want to interview with me. Why would you interview anyone why would you interview with anyone who is purposely lying on you especially if they're purposely lying on you to get you to interview with them. That sounds like a trap. Shout out to Sub Nation with the $10 drop. Salute. Definitely appreciate you, homie. Let's go. Super cutie inside today. Does she work here or is that her kid? Oh shit, I forget. They can see me. Anyway, shout out to Sub Nation with the $10 drop. Definitely appreciate you. Salute. Let's get back to it. So when I say all that, I'm saying this. And I want to be clear on this. I want there to be no misunderstanding. All of y'all supposed, I don't even want to call y'all the media, because y'all not the media. Tasha K is not the media. I mean, yeah, she's a gossip columnist. So all of you gossip columnists, I want to explain something to y'all. When y'all get these cease and desists, just fall in line. Y'all know the thing that y'all saying might be the figment of somebody else's imagination. I'm going to tell you a story real quick. I had a person come to me and want me to report something. I told them, I don't know how true it is. I don't know if I want to report it. I'm not on the side of this. I spoke with them for 3 or 4 days. They finally came to the concession that if I report it, they'll come on my platform and they'll say they said it. I reported. They lived up to their word. 2 days after I reported it, they came on the platform, they verified it, and then they went the next step and got another person, the person who actually said the thing, to come on the platform and verify that they said it and explain why they said it. Just because somebody tell you something, I'm trying to look at Shorty because I know she got a nice outfit on today. Just because somebody tell you something, that doesn't mean that you should report it, even if it's true. If somebody is telling you to report something and they don't have no way to prove that it's true, they have no evidence that they can give to you, and you're just reporting on it, you doing the Satan's work, fam. Forget about what harm you might or might not be doing to the person that you're talking about. You hurting your own spirit, fam. You're creating a divide between you and God. Why? Why would you go die on somebody else's hill? Explain that to me. Why would you go die on somebody else's hill? Y'all might be getting kicked. Give me a minute. I got to keep checking this. And that's the type of thing that I don't normally understand when we're talking about how these individuals is making all of these platforms, coming on here talking about they're exposing this person, they're exposing that person. But you're not exposing anybody. You're just talking about rumors and making up lies. That's not exposing. I don't feel bad for Tasha K. They're gonna take her money, they're gonna take her properties. I do not feel bad for her at all, and you shouldn't either. This is not about whether you like Cardi B. This is not about whether Cardi B is a good role model. This is not about whether her music is good. This isn't about whether she was trying to drug and rob dudes in her when she was younger in her life. This is literally about somebody saying that trying to put somebody's medical history out there over the internet, and then when they were asked to stop doing that, this individual doubled down. Sounds a little bit like what happened to Tory Lanez, doesn't it? Tory Lanez was told to stop speaking on the situation that happened with him and Meg Thee Stallion without the case going on. What did Tory Lanez do? Tory Lanez doubled down. When they decided that he was found guilty, what did they say? He was unremorseful. I have probably been given some of the best, if not the best, legal advice on the effing internet, fam. With the exception of that one lawyer dude who always got the suit on and behind the desk, he's lit. With the exception of him, I think I have consistently give the best legal advice. Consistently. That's why those 2 police officers is gonna be screwed when they go write that false report on me. They're gonna be screwed when they write that false report on me. Because I just want to say something real quick. I didn't call the police on anybody, and I didn't necessarily talk to the police in any capacity other than to free my name. Now, when I have to go to court to go handle the false police report, that's not my fault. Whatever happens after that. Whatever happens after that is not my fault. I just want to be clear on this. Because they are 9 times out of 10 going to write a false police report. And I have the literal video evidence that I ran past a whole nother cop. And he literally told me, yo, you should wait until they do the police report so that you can write your police report because you got the evidence. So that cop don't like those cops. He don't even know them. So is this a war against crooked cops? Isn't there supposed to be a war against crooked cops? So everybody should be on my side. If these dudes is going to go down there and write a fake police report, everybody's supposed to be on my side. Just saying. And for everybody that's wondering what's the thing that Tasha K got in trouble for, Cardi B had a roommate that Cardi B used to live with before she got big. Cardi B's roommate used to said that Cardi B had a bad case of herpes or whatever the case is. It was terrible, she said. And she said that Cardi B used to buy whatever the cream is, buy the like box. Like she didn't even go to the store and just buy like a tube. She used to go and just be like, she bought a box, like what the store get. I'm sorry, that's just that's ridiculous, fam. So allegedly she goes and buys what the store get, the box. So Cardi B said that she didn't have this particular diagnosis. She had said told that the girl has to stop saying that she has this particular diagnosis. Then she went to the actual doctors. She got the doctors to say that diagnosis was also incorrect. Tasha K was told that she can't keep saying that Cardi B has these things. And Tasha K decided that she was not gonna relinquish these assertions, and she actually doubled down. And because of this, now she owes Cardi B something like 1.5 million or something. Shout out to the few. He says Cardi B buying it by the pallet. That's what the girl was saying. Shout out to Rule. Don't nobody see them dots. Jones, how you doing, my brother? That's what the girl was saying. I don't know how true the shit is. I just thought it was hilarious. I just thought it was hilarious. But that's what jealousy do to you. Jealousy make you spend all day talking about other people instead of working on your own shit. The girl's just jealous of Cardi B for one reason or another. She's mad that Cardi B's at where Cardi B's at, and she's pissed off. And Tasha K joined the hate squad. Tasha K joined the hate squad. That's all that happened, fam. One person was jealous of another person. That's it. Y'all act like jealousy doesn't exist anymore. People are openly running around being jealous of other mofos nowadays, and people help them be jealous rather than see them as a hater. So I don't understand it. It's like people don't care other people. It's like, I'm not saying that this is what's happening. I'm telling you that this is the way it looks to me. So this is the way I feel it. It seems like somebody might be jealous of somebody themselves, but they can't do nothing to the person that they're jealous of. So if you come up to them and you got a plan to attack the person that they're jealous of, even though that person ain't jealous of that person, they'll help you do evil to them because because they can't get back at the person they jealous at. So that's what it seems like to me. And that's why one of the reasons why I think the hate is so bad. Because we cultivating jealousy nowadays. I remember when I was growing up and somebody said some jealous hater shit. What the fuck is you talking about, man? Get out of here. Don't nobody want to hear that. Nowadays, if somebody go up to somebody and talking some jealous hater shit, people want to know who they want to know more information so they could go spread it. If you're lying, that's not exposing anybody. It's lying. It's not exposing, fam. It's lying. Tasha K decided to say something that the courts deemed a lie. They told her to stop. She decided that she was not going to relinquish her position and she was going to continue to shout it. Now, she has to pay, I think, like $1.5 million or something, and she's pretending like she has nothing. I can't even imagine all the laws she's breaking now. I can't imagine how pissed off the IRS is probably also at Tasha K. I'm going to assume hiding money in general in the banking system, especially when you have somebody that has a judgment against you, is illegal. So she went from doing something that gave her problems in the civil court to now doing something that might be a criminal matter. I'm going to tell you the thing about lies, fam, and this is why I stay away from them. Independent of what anybody believe about me, I stay away from lies, fam, because I'm going to tell you what lies do. Lies make it so that you have to keep lying. So you have to make another one and another one and another one. Now think about lies in the same manner like a crime. Crimes make you have to commit more crimes. So you commit one crime, because that's the main crime you need to commit. Then you got to commit more crimes to hide the first crime. Now you got to commit another crime to hide the third crime. Same thing, fam. So there's no telling how many crimes Tasha K is going to commit before all of this is over, because she needs to make sure that she's talking shit about Cardi B because of the jealousy that she has from her, for her. So I don't lie, fam. Lying and crimes is the same way, fam. You commit one crime, you got to commit another. You tell one lie, you got to tell another. Because all deceit needs more deceit to stay unseen. Remember, what's the word? The word is the truth. What's the truth? The word. What's the word? The word is Jesus. What's the lie? The opposite of the truth, opposite of the word. Was John 1? In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. All things was made through him, and without him was nothing made. Think about that the next time you want to help somebody tell lies. Think about that. The next time you want to hear gossip and spread that gossip. Remember, gossip is the opposite of the gospel. What's the gospel? The word. There's only one fight, fam. It's the fight. God is on one side. Satan and them is on the other. You either with God or you against them, fam. There is nothing else. Y'all keep allowing y'all opinions to believe that there's something else out there in the world other than being with God or against them. Those are the only two things. Those are the only two things. We're going to talk about NBA Youngboy 2 this afternoon by now. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We at the 37-minute mark. This is basically literally the end of the show. We usually run the show up to about the 36-minute mark. And then after that, it's all whatever else we talking about. It's like whatever y'all want to talk about after that. Just be careful. Morning, my brother. All right. Just be careful. People play on your heartstrings in order to get you to go against God. They'll play on your heartstrings, fam. They'll tell you a whole side story about how somebody who's actually a good person did them wrong. And then the next thing you know, you out there doing all types of evil to somebody that God's ordained. That's why we cannot and should not, and I said that the right, could not, should not ever attempt to be somebody's karma. You as a human being cannot be another person's karma. Oh, fuck. God, please change the damn. Oh, fuck. Every time music come on, I get nervous, fam. I don't want YouTube to F with me. You said Tory Lanez depressed and in isolation? Tory Lanez did it to himself, fam. I ain't trying to hate, but he did it to himself. He needs to stop. He needs to stop coming out and pretending like the situation that he was in with those women wasn't something that God wouldn't have wanted him to do, while he was out here also preaching God's name. You understand? He made big mistake. Tory Lanez was out here basically saying God is going to get him through this and God is going to get him through that. But in reality, the reason why he's in his situation is because he did something that the Bible said don't do. So Tory Lanez did this to himself. There's a lot of... I'm going to explain something to y'all. The Bible literally says that if we don't follow what the Lord tells us to do, that he's going to put us in slavery. What do you think prison is? Why do you think there's more black... Why do you think such a high number of black people are in prison? You think it's only because of the system? You think it's only because of the police? Can we have some personal responsibility? Could we say some people are probably in prison for reasons other than their own, but we have behaviors inside of our community that can only lead to incarceration? Are we going to admit that? Are we going to admit that some people... Are we going to admit that some people are literally raising their children to go to jail? Are we going to admit that? Are we going to do any of those admissions? So when I look at the Tory Lanez situation, Tory Lanez's actions directly remove the protections of the Most High. So he removed his protection. The Most High will let us mess up, make mistakes, but we're supposed to acknowledge those mistakes that we made and then try not to make them anymore. Not acknowledge the mistake, pray for forgiveness, and then keep doing the mistake just to acknowledge the mistake and pray for forgiveness with the intention that we're going to keep doing the mistake. You're not supposed to pray for forgiveness for a thing that you don't intend to stop doing. There's a difference between wanting to stop doing something and being incapable and having no intention. So I don't feel bad for Tory Lanez. I was thinking something else too. Imagine if Tory Lanez got caught up because he was supposed to do one of those. And I'm not saying that these things exist. I'm saying a lot of people believe that these things exist, even though they might not exist. But imagine if Tory Lanez was supposed to do some kind of gay ritual and he was like, I'm not doing this. And they said, not a problem. Prison. I don't know if that's what happened, by the way. He broke a contract, as far as I can tell, and I don't know this to be 100% true. He broke a contract, or I think he broke a contract, allegedly, with Rock Nation. And that's where all of his problems started from. My dude, what did I say? Wasn't he doing quarantine radio? Remember, he was doing quarantine radio. And I straight up told y'all when those girls pulled up that they was trying to get him to get off of his square. I told y'all that when he was doing it, fam. When he first stopped doing quarantine radio, I told y'all they trying to move him out of that spot. They trying to get that spot to somebody else because he was owning fucking Instagram at night. Remember? I literally said this, fam. They got some people running around with super orange shirts. I really want to ask what the hell they doing. I'm curious. Yeah, bringing up. Remember I told y'all we was doing quarantine radio? Fam, I've been telling the future for how long now? I don't even know if that's what we want to call it. But I've been successfully telling everybody what was going on behind the scenes for how long right now? How long have I been doing this? 6 years? 7 years? I've been successfully telling y'all what's going on behind the scenes and successfully telling y'all what's going to happen and what hasn't happened yet. I don't know how to say it because I'm not saying I tell the future, fam. I'm just a regular man. I don't do none of that. But I have successfully been telling y'all stuff that happened before it happened. And I've been doing it for about 6 or 7 years. And we have the video evidence for proof. Anyway. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I'm going to get on the NBA Youngboy thing in a minute. Y'all ready to talk about NBA Youngboy? Y'all ready to talk about NBA Youngboy for a moment? Put it in the chat. I want to know. I actually got something pretty interesting to tell you about the NBA Youngboy situation. This might actually be a bigger conversation than what we're about to have. It might actually be a huge conversation. In all honesty. All right, so I'll just fill y'all in on the NBA Youngboy situation. So as y'all all know, NBA Youngboy was found with some guns at some point or another. It had been deemed that there was video evidence or a cell phone that was not going to be allowed as evidence. They had deemed that it would not be allowed as evidence. That was what a lower court agreed. Now, another court, a higher court, has deemed that it can be used as evidence. So there was evidence that previously could not be used against NBA Youngboy involving that gun case that now can be used. Now this is where the conversation comes in. Do you remember the other day I was telling y'all about a Daredevil season 3? And in season 3 of Daredevil, Kingpin decides that he's gonna go and help the government bust the Albanians. We discussed this the other day. I'm just feeding you in. When he decides he's gonna help the government, gives information for the government to arrest the Albanians, the government then take him out of jail because jail was too dangerous for him, apparently. That somebody tried to go after the Kingpin. They take him out of jail and they prop him up in a hotel because he's a federal witness. Now, what happened to NBA Youngboy when he got out of jail. The feds took him into custody and moved him to Utah. He was under all types of different. There were all types of parameters put on his movements. So I say all that to say this. I'm not saying that NBA Youngboy is, but a lot of these rappers out here are snitching. And I'm not saying snitching as they're citizens, somebody's committing a crime against them, and they're calling the police. I'm saying they're literally in the game. And they're being given liberties by the federal and state governments because they've been giving information on various different movements and or crimes of their organization and or others. Now, why is this a conversation? Because if you're telling me that they decided that now they're going to allow for that information, that video to be used in the court, what you're telling me is there might be somebody supplanting. If NBA Youngboy in any way, shape, or fashion was helping, I'm not saying he is. Here. Oh, those are some of the if we wasn't on the fucking library Wi-Fi, I would have ran over there to show y'all who we was talking to. But we were talking to some Coney Island residents. This is a good block to be on. A lot of movement over here. A lot of things is happening. If we wasn't on these guys' Wi-Fi and I could have ran across the street, I would have. With that being said, let's get back to what we're talking about. So I say all that to say this, and I want to be clear. I wouldn't be surprised if the federal government is changing the parameters of what they're allowing into court because their situation with NBA Youngboy has just changed. Just something to think about, fam. I'm not going to go over all of the rappers I believe to be snitches, but there's a lot of them out here. I'm not going to do that, though. And I also don't know if NBA Youngboy is a snitch. I do know that there are some people who accuse him of snitching, and I do know for a fact that they found a couple of people in his crew that were snitching. Those are facts. It's the side door. So those are facts. I thought that was interesting because I don't know why the government wouldn't want to keep hiding the fact that he was helping them, if he was helping them. Unless he refused to help them on something right now. But even then, I don't know. I don't know. It seems shaky. It seems shaky. This is something I've been thinking for a long time, though. So this isn't something I'm just willy-nilly coming off of my head, just so we could be clear. Jaylen Brown is going to get a $304 million Supermax contract. That's the problem with the NBA, fam. There's about 30 players in the NBA better than Jaylen Brown, and he's going to get the highest contract ever. Probably more than 30 players. But that's the problem with the NBA, fam. Got a question. How do y'all feel about these rappers wearing the damn makeup and the fingernails and all that shit? I'm not one to like drag nobody over shit like that. I'm not one to drag nobody over shit like that. I don't really care. I already told y'all the story about my homeboy came with his fingernails painted, and my girl was like, that nigga can't come to the crib no more. We not on that type of time. She was like, you can't come to the crib no more. I was like, okay. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. It was just a funny day. It's just a funny day. She was like, he cannot come to the crib no more. It's just a funny day, fam. But it's the feminization of the black man. And it's feminization of men in general. And let's not even say the black man. But, you know, in order to get other people to subscribe to things, they often try to sell it to the black community first. This is a fact. So it's basically just the feminization of men in general. Like, I'm okay with men that want to be feminine being feminine. Go out there and be feminine. But there's this new thing. It's like every man has to be feminine. We don't got a choice. And if we not being feminine, that means that we hate gay people. So I don't understand that none. But you already know what I think. You just gonna have to be mad. Just gonna have to be mad, fam. You're just gonna have to be pissed. Because I'm not with none of that feminine shit. I don't care if you do it. I'm just not doing it. And apparently, depending on who I'm dating at the moment, I might not be able to hang out with you no more. You have to be there. Like, you have to be there, you feel me? Like, you have to be there. And he's really a cool dude, fam. And he's really a cool dude. Like, but you have to be there. She was like, he can't come to the crib no more. I don't want you to be friends with him. This shit was so funny. Oh man, I think I made jokes about that shit for like 3 or 4 days straight. I was just ripping jokes, telling all the jokes. She's a good girlfriend. Even if she disagreed with me, she just was like, all right, fuck it, that's what we doing. You want to do shit for your girl when she's like that. Like, you want to do shit for her when she's like that. Like, if you a real dude, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to. You want to. I don't know how to say it. Shit, I think I just connected to something I shouldn't have connected to. Let me disconnect from everything on this phone real quick. Shit was dumb. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat before I get up out of here. If you're enjoying this show at any time, you could always pull up to the Cash App, Super Chat, and or PayPal. funny as hell. Niggas be funny, man. Like, what the fuck is going on with you? What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We done? Y'all don't got nothing y'all want to discuss? You got 70 people in the room. What else y'all want to, anything y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Y'all done? We good? We good or no? We good or no? I'll give y'all a couple of more minutes. Anything y'all want to ask me, anything you want to put into the chat, anything you want to discuss, put it in the chat. Hey, yo, what up, homie? I'm still live. I'm chilling. I'm still live and shit. You on the chat. Yeah, nah, I'm saying wait, hold on. You got back to the crib already, or you just getting back to the crib? All right, hey. Yo, wait, hold on. Nah, I'm sitting my man and shit, then he hit me back. We got some stuff we supposed to be doing today a little bit later. We got a lot of things going on actually in Coney Island. There is an event. Shout out to Sebastian Telfair. So there's an event that he's gonna be hosting today. We're gonna probably pull up to that event with him, take some photos. We're gonna post some of the stuff to Instagram, probably YouTube. Shout out to Sebastian Telfair. For everybody that don't know, he's a ex NBA player. He was nice when he was in the game too, not for nothing. Point guard, really fast, quick, jump shot, and basically think Stephon Marbury, but not Stephon Marbury, with all due respect. But definitely high skill level. They're cousins, by the way. High skill level. Definitely a New York favorite. You know, when you know how everybody talk about the New York point guards and shit. Definitely a New York favorite. At least for my generation, definitely. Did he score 50 points in the game? Hold on. Did Sebastian Telfair drop 50 a game? I think in one game he dropped like 50 or some shit. Hold on. I don't know. I might be wrong. I'm not right all the time. In college or something. I think I know he had a super high score somewhere. Is this the right? He did something incredible somewhere. Anyway, we loved him when he was in New York. Pardon me. We loved him. I liked him when he was in Portland. I think in Portland he probably played his best basketball. I might be wrong. I think he played for Lincoln. Today is one of those sticky days. I'm gonna try to get him to come down there and talk to the kids one of these days. Also, you know, he's a pretty cool guy. We've been in talks about a thing. That's all I'm gonna say. So he's supposed to be doing some hostings today in Coney Island. One of them know about specifically where the location is. I'm gonna pull up there. I might pull up to the second one also. I gotta go out there and network. I just remember him killing somebody. He was on Portland. And he was killing some team. He was on Portland and he was killing some team. I was also got him. That was a long time ago. I was a teenager. I'm usually right though. My memory is usually pretty good, but you know I could be wrong also. Maybe it was 30. I don't have a fucking idea. Shout out to Gaddy. He says, "Let's get it." You already know. Let's get those drops in. It's hot out. Shout out to Gaddy with the $10 drop. He said, "Who's next?" Pulling our blessings down from the heavens. If you want to support the platform, you could always pull up to the Cash App, the PayPal, or the Super Chat. Also, you can go into our description. We have a store. You can go visit our store on our main page, and you can go cop some actual merch. We have a lot of merch. I'll show you some real quick. You could go into our merch shop and cop some. This is some of the things that we have currently in our merch shop. As you can see, that's a sheesh. This is some of the items we currently have in our merch shop. Go pull up, see if there's something there you like. We also have a different link down there because not everything is in our YouTube store. We also have a link in our description that you could go into, and you'll even find more merch that you could cop on there. Go cop the merch, pull up the things. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. It's like damn near the end of the day. This is gonna be like one of the first lives we in without my battery dying. What else y'all want to talk about? We still got damn near half battery life. My battery dying. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I'm done. I've talked about all the things I want to discuss today. What's up, good vibes? Salute, chilling. What you want to discuss today, my brother? Put it in the chat. What else you want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We got 75 people in the room. Hit that like button. Send out some notifications. Shit, I want some the ice cream. Some ice cream so fucking bad. I just thought about that shit. Oh yeah, I want some ice cream. Ice cream bad as shit. Every time I hear music, I'm like, I need for this shit to go. Yeah, nice throw. She got a nice throw. Shorty on the corner. Nice throw. That must be her husband. Nice family. I just literally can appreciate shit other people have. Like, even if I don't have it. Like, and with no jealousy. You understand? Like, I just think I'm different. Like, I literally like to see other people winning. Just different, fam. I just wish I had less shithead people around me. The problem is I got a lot of terrible people around me. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We got 65 people in here. Y'all just gonna stay at me? No, nobody got a comment. 65 people in here. Y'all just okay with staring at me. Y'all, what would y'all like to discuss? Put it in the chat, fam. I'm where I'm at, fam. Why am I going anywhere else? Why do I have to go anywhere else? Yeah, I'm right here. Look, yeah, I'm at the library, and they go to the police across the street. I'm not doing nothing wrong. People just tell you I'm doing something wrong. I'm not doing nothing wrong. That's why I keep trying to tell you I don't live in the real world. I live in a different world. People just pretend like I'm doing something wrong also. So I always have to have video evidence. I always have to tape everything. I always got to record everything because people just lie and then people believe the lie. I don't live in a regular world with everybody else. I just don't live in the regular world, fam. No, I know I'm good. I'm just saying. The lies that people tell that other people be co-signing, I don't live in the regular world. You understand? You like the situation, and I'm not trying to bring it up. As you can see, I haven't talked about that lady yet today. But like the situation the other day with the lady, that was all unnecessary. I didn't do anything wrong. I was actually trying to be helpful. But I got shit on. Now imagine that happened. What's up, my brother? Hey. He works there. So just imagine that happening almost every time you have an interaction with somebody. You just start looking at the world different, fam. I don't know what to tell you. You just look at the world different. I was just telling her people were gonna prank call her. That's all I did. I wasn't doing nothing else. That's what I'm trying to explain. We got it on camera. We got it on camera. That's all I was doing. I wasn't doing nothing else. That's why when people see me and they be like, I don't want to have interactions with people, what you got to understand is the interactions people have with me are usually absolutely insane. And then they turn around and say I'm crazy. So I don't want to talk to nobody. Be honest with you. So I just don't, right? I just usually just don't want to talk to nobody. Yeah, so that's why when people say whatever they say, I'm like, but I don't live in the real world with the rest of you. Like, so I understand the advice that you're giving me, but that advice ain't gonna work for me. That advice will work for other people though, but it's not gonna work for me. That's why I told y'all, I don't even be, because of the treatment that I get, I'm not gonna lie to you, I love the way black women look. But I just don't think that's not the viable option for me. Because I can't even get into a conversation with one without one arguing at me and cursing me out all types of different ways for no reason. No reason. What you seen the other day with the lady, that's generally what happens whenever I talk to black women. Generally. It's bad, fam. We're gonna read our word for the day. These people doing all types of weirdo ass parking, and the cops is right there, just right there. Let's read our word for the day. Yeah, that's why I keep trying to tell people. Proverbs, verse 18, line 8. The name of the Lord is like a strong tower. Righteous people could run there and they will be safe. Proverbs verse 18, line 8, line 10. The name of the Lord is like a strong tower. Righteous people run there and then they will be safe. We're supposed to be spreading the Lord's name. We're supposed to be speaking the Lord's word. How else are we supposed to have protection from the bullshit out here? And that's what I basically told you happened with Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez moved from under his protection due to his actions. And then now Satan was able to get him. Now he in prison. I did not mean to rap any of those words, even though a ton of them did. Anyway, he's currently in prison. Why? Because he moved from under the Lord's protection. Why? Because he was being a hypocrite. Told y'all. And I didn't just tell y'all this today. I told y'all this way before. As soon as he got in trouble. He's being a hypocrite, man. Which is sad because during that time that he was going, during that time that he dropped those last couple of albums after the situation, those albums, he was making incredible music. He was really making good music. He's really making good music. Oh shit, I might have accidentally, nope, I hit all the right people. Let me make sure I hit all the right people. I've been hiding people the whole show. I've been hitting mad people with their bags. I just haven't been saying anything. But I've been hitting a ton of people with their bags. Also, if there's any human being that's embarrassed about anything that I'm doing, you're literally sinning. And when you come tell me about it in order to manipulate me, that's another one. Is your vanity's a sin, so great that I can do a thing and you be embarrassed? Is your vanity, which is a sin, so great that I can do a thing and you be embarrassed? That's the first sin. So don't come in here telling me about how you sinning. I don't want to know.
Some what?
Copy? I don't want to know. I don't feel no way about your sinning. Copy? You don't got to tell me. What you mean Al Jefferson? You mean Al Jefferson from back in the day, Al Jefferson? He was a whole bucket. He had an ugly ass game, but Al Jefferson was a bucket. I like players you could throw the ball to in the post and they get busy. Al Jefferson was a bucket. That's who you talking about? The power forward, he was a bucket. Ugly game, didn't look like he should be scoring, but he was a bucket. He's one of those players I would like to have on my team. Somebody just asked me why am I outside in the sun. I'm outside in the sun because I'm homeless. I just want y'all to know this. I want y'all to know that everybody at the beach, they homeless. Everybody at the pool, they are homeless also. Anybody that guy, he's walking his dog, he's outside on this sunny day. He has to be homeless. The cute shorty right there with the black outfit. She homeless too. She outside on this sunny day. What else we talking about? Put it in the chat. Imagine somebody wanting you to change your behavior because they're committing sins. Imagine somebody changing their behavior, wanting you to change their behavior because of a sin that they are committing. Imagine somebody wanting you to change it. Sheesh, girl. Imagine somebody wanting you to change their behavior because of a sin that they are committing. So you committing the sin of vanity, but you want me to fall in line? You want to control my conduct because of the sin you committing, the sin of vanity. You so vain, the things that I do. Yeah, I'm never going to care about that. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I'm about to get up out of here. Got to get something to eat. I'm hungry. I keep trying to tell you, people don't even know the Bible, fam. That's why when anybody try to talk to me about the Bible and their whole thing is to tell me that I'm wrong about something, I'm like, so you want to discuss the Bible with me, but you don't want to enlighten me. You don't want to first try to show me that you know something in the Bible by discussing something with me where we could come to common means. You don't want to show me that you have some type of Bible intelligence by having a discussion with me about something that you actually know about before then criticizing me to say I don't know about a thing. Not a problem. You the man. I'm gonna let y'all go. 53 people in here. Hit the like button on the way out. Maybe we do a Tonight Show tonight. Oh, no. We got an event we got to go to tonight. So, shout out to Sebastian Telfair, NBA player, ex-NBA player, New York basketball legend, Coney Island basketball legend. We're supposed to be pulling up to an event. He's supposed to be hosting. We might go live at the event. I don't know. Usually the only events I go live at are the ones I'm actually paid for. This is not anything I'm currently getting paid for. So I generally don't usually go live at events I'm not getting paid at. Generally speaking. I don't know if I'm going to go live or not. But, I mean, if they shot me, I don't know, $100, I go live. I don't give a fuck. Last minute, short money. They shoot me $100, I go live. But I will be taking video. I will be taking photos. I will be posting stuff. I will be posting stuff. All right. So we are gonna be posting stuff to Instagram, and depending on what we get to post, we're gonna also post some of that stuff on YouTube. But yeah, so we're gonna be posting stuff in general. But if they want me to go live, usually they, because it's like last minute. It's like nothing to really get prepared for. Throw me $100. If they tell me before time and they throw me the same $100, I'll call Darkwing. I'll have Darkwing pull up, and we could probably go live on more than one YouTube channel. And I got another person that's part of the BBN Network. Gotti's in town. Prince Gotti, he's in town. He might want to pull up also. We might be able to get 3-4 cameras in there with 3-4 YouTube channels, or just 3-4 different social media platforms or posting. So yeah, that's but I would need to do more than $100 to do that. But there's always a possibility for things. All right. In any regard, good morning. In any regard, everybody have a beautiful day. Go out there, do something worth doing, fam. Remember, we need people out there that's pushing the Most High's words, that's screaming the Most High's name, that's praising God. We need those people out there. Be one of those people. Go out there, do something good. Stamp God's name on it. Don't just do it good, but do it good, and do it good in the name of God. Go be an asset, not a liability. It's not easy. We all live inside of a dilapidated government. Our government of the United States isn't what it should be, or could be, or can be. There's politicians that have disproportionately pushed the struggles of our nation to certain corners of our communities, putting much struggle and strife on individuals that actually need assistance. So let's be a little bit more mindful to our neighbors. Let's be a little bit more careful with the way that we talk to one another. Some of the prettiest things are the most difficult to deal with. With that being said, I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you, and that's all I got on this one. I'm out.